Sales is frequently viewed as a matter of natural charisma, an organic gift of gab that some people simply possess. However, human decisions rarely rely on charm. They function like predictable algorithms, responding to specific inputs and triggers. The white light system serves as a structural framework for mapping the intersection of a prospect's neurology, language, and behavior. This protocol applies Neuro-Linguistic Programming, or NLP, to adjust the specific psychological pathways governing a prospect's response. Mastering this mechanism allows for the design of a negotiation from its structural foundation. Within the NLP toolkit, the collapsing anchors protocol is used to overwrite a prospect's limiting belief. Step 1 involves scanning the prospect to identify the exact negative emotion acting as a barrier. This becomes the limiting anchor. In Step 2, you guide the prospect to recall a specific memory where they experienced high performance and absolute certainty. You are isolating a positive state. This requires sensory acuity. You must monitor their breathing rate and posture to verify the state is real. Only then is the resource node ready for use. Having these two opposing states isolated is a mandatory prerequisite before you can attempt to neutralize the prospect's resistance. Step 3 is the integration of the anchors, the critical execution phase. Precision depends on timing. You must be ready to trigger the positive anchor at the exact peak of the prospect state. This trigger must be applied simultaneously as the prospect experiences the limiting emotion. It should be a deliberate, repeatable physical microgesture or auditory tonal shift. If the trigger is fired before the negative emotion is fully active, the protocol will fail to link the two states correctly. This simultaneous firing creates an internal cognitive dissonance, forcing the brain to reconcile two contradictory responses at once. This forced dissonance creates the instability needed to displace the negative association. Step 4 is the collapse, where the override is finalized. You physically increase the intensity of the positive anchor, making that microgesture or tonal shift more pronounced. This split-screen visualization shows the mechanics. While the positive intensity increases, you systematically withdraw from the negative trigger. The negative association is compromised and loses its hold on the prospect's response. The negative anchor no longer dictates their reaction, clearing the path for a decision unburdened by the previous objection. Once the barrier is removed, the structural work of the sale is complete. This proficiency changes your role to one of managing the structural outcome of the conversation. The complete schematics for the white light system are detailed in Unlocking Sales Success, Harnessing NLP Techniques for Winning Deals by Kanav Sachdev. This field manual is available on Amazon, Google Play, and Apple Books. Initialize your upgrade, acquire the text, and master your sales environment.